Hi there guys, it's Monday the 24th of January 2011. I'm Jimmy Richards and this is Pure Tunes. Oh, that's a pure tune. Welcome to Pure Tunes, the show where I rant about the musical stuff that mattered to me this week. Want to know what didn't matter to me this week? Read the NME. Oh no, he didn't! Radiohead's Jonny Greenwood has been pegged to write the soundtrack to the film adaptation of Haruki Murakami's 1987 novel Norwegian Wood. The score itself is going to be recorded by the BBC Concert Orchestra and the Emperor Quartet, with the film coming out on March 11th. No, I'm sorry, I can't make a joke about this. This is one of my favourite musicians working on an adaptation of one of my favourite novels of all time. The many layers of awesome in this story just boggle the mind. Speaking of super awesome news, we heard this week that Bruce Springsteen will be guest starring on a track of the new Dropkick Murphys album. But apparently having the Jesus of New Jersey wasn't enough for the guys. Their brand new album, Going Out of Style, will also feature a guest appearance from NoFX's very own Fat Mike. It's like taking an already great story and adding an extra big dollop of awesome sauce on top, just for good measure. In short, it's probably safe to say the album's going to be pretty good, but we'll wait to hear it before we make that official. Now it's time for our derp of the week, which this week gets served to the Wolves of Norway. No, that's not some new black metal band. This week, 13-year-old Walter Ekrum from Norway was walking home from school when he was beset upon by 4 wolves. In order to scare off the wolves, young Walter pulled out his earphones and started blasting a Creed song from his phone. Apparently, upon hearing said song, the wolves just said, nah, sack that. The wolves were clearly more into Alter Bridge than anything else. Just goes to show you that even the most primitive of animals have some taste. Which leads us on to our question of the week. What bands do you think are potent enough to scare off wild animals? Leave your interesting or witty responses in the comments below. Now it's time for a look at this week's new releases. There's a lot of great stuff coming out this week, but I had to pick 1 or 2 releases which were particularly awesome. Of course, first on our list is the brilliant second album from the wonderful London-based singer-songwriter Adele. The album is of course a follow-up to her debut album 19. This album's name? 21. Well, at least she'll never forget what age she is. Seriously though, the album's sounding great. The first single, Rolling in the Deep, is tremendous. I think this is about the time she's going to start shaking off those Amy Winehouse comparisons, start coming into her own throughout 2011. Next up, of course, the new Iron and Wine album is out this week, entitled Kiss Each Other Clean. I haven't actually heard any of the new album yet, but I'm enough of a fanboy to figure out that it's probably going to be awesome. But don't take my word for it. What do you guys think of the new releases this week? Tell us what you think in the comments below. Last but not least, we come to our track of the week. Now, I know I'm supposed to cover indie bands, up-and-coming bands, unsigned bands, whatever you want to call them, but this could not be ignored. This 30-second teaser from the band's new album literally left me in awe of their talent. And I think it's safe to say this could be their best album yet. The band, of course, are the Foo Fighters. At the time of filming, there's no confirmed release date, but keep an eye on the Pure Tunes Facebook page for more news when it happens. So that's all from me this week. Just to let you know, there's a video on my other channel about how you can get involved in the production of Pure Tunes. Remember, if you want to suggest a featured band or featured story, send us an email at puretunes@googlemail.com. We'll try to get back to you. But that's all from me this week. I've been Jimmy Richards, and this has been Pure Tunes. I love your faces. There's a lot of awesome stuff coming out this week, but I had to pick... I can't do this sentence.